everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. We'll start this day with a grateful heart, and I'm so glad that you all are here with me today. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. I do appreciate the visit here. And if you like what you hear, please like, share, and subscribe. So what this reading is for the sign of Pisces. Okay, and that's Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. And this reading is basically an overview for the upcoming year 2026. You may start to feel some of this stuff now. Nevertheless, this is just an overview, and in this overview we're going to ask the ancestors to speak. So Pisces, the card I'm going to pull, I just want you to think about the energy of the person, okay? It could be a mother, father, aunt, uncle, grandparents, or maybe it could be someone in your family lineage that you don't even know, okay? But what we want to do is tap into that energy of the spirit that's communicating, or the ancestors that is communicating. So what do we have? We have the King of Cups. Oh, maybe it's kind of similar to you. Water, Pisces. The King of Cups, a water sign, right? The King of Cups is, well, in this deck, you see the King of Cups, because this is the ancestral deck. I just pulled out all the kings and queens to pull on the energy, but this is like King Arthur. And the King of Cups is responsible, learned, interested in arts and science, a person with very powerful emotions, okay, and who's developed control over them, emotional mastery. So this is about emotional intelligence, emotional mastery. And sometimes, the unleashing of it at appropriate times, So, if you could be the person, like if someone can ask you a simple question, you could fly off the handle. So maybe you need to grasp and learn to control emotions better. Or maybe you are this person. I'm saying that because you're a water sign. But this is a King of Cups. So, like I said, could be two aspects of this person, but this is the ancestral spirit that's coming through. They could be very emotional, like I said, master their emotions, or they can unleash them at appropriate or inappropriate times, okay? So we got to look at both sides. And so what is their message to you, okay? What is their message for you, Pisces, sun, moon, rising? I suggest you look at all three. All right, so let's see. What is the message, Pisces, your overview? Spirit, give me a card for the Pisces. Okay, let's see. Oh. Of course, two cards had to fall out. So I guess we have to go with both of them. You have the Empress and the Hierophant. So if we're going to look at the Empress, we think of the nurturer. If you want to give birth to something, she's, about creating, nourishing, intuitive, abundant. It's about fertility, giving birth. Maybe you're giving birth to a child, or maybe you just had a child, or you're giving birth to an idea, a new business, a new way of thought. Okay. Now this could be coming up because maybe maybe you've been feeling some indecision or apathy, or overly needy. Okay. So the King of Cups is here. That this is a time where you're gonna have to be addressing these things. So, say if you have been maybe starving for love and affection, or feel impoverished, they're here to let you know there is a pathway for you to nourish and care for yourself, and have improve your emotions so that you can attract what it is you want. And then on the other hand, well, with this, I'm looking at this to accomplish that, you're going to have to tap into that flow of creativity, that flow of abundance, your creative process. What are you nurturing? Okay. All right. Something positive, something you want to manifest. And then the next card here is the Hierophant, which I think is interesting because when you look at the deck, well, you know, it's the Empress, the Emperor, then it's the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the next card, which is a spiritual leader, teacher, the connection to the infinite sacred. And so I feel that the King of Cups being very, I say, in control of their emotions. And with this Empress here, I feel there's something you want to give birth to, there's something you want to change, but there is a need for you to connect with the infinite universe. This is a great universal energy. Now, you know, a lot of times think of this as a spiritual leader, a teacher. It could be even therapy, a counselor, or you could get some books, or you could take some quiet time and tap into your higher self. Okay. Everybody's at a different place. Okay. So, with that, really, this is about getting more in touch with, this is also about maturity and being more self-reliant, okay? So, let's see. I'm going to pull a chakra card. Okay. Pisces, I think you're the only one that 2 cards flew out. Let's see. Oh, a bunch of cards fell. Okay. Of course. And what else? What happened here? You got 2 chakra cards. Okay. All right. So you have listening and inspiration. So listening, this is in, you know, part of the 5th chakra, your throat, your neck, ears, all that kind of stuff. All right. So there could be a need, I would say, especially with this listening. Like if you're someone, this is just a suggestion, if you're someone who speaks loud or has a powering voice, right? Right? So if you have like a overpowering like voice, it would be a good thing to try to lower your voice and whisper. Okay? This is about clear communication. To have clear communication, you have to be able to listen. So this could be a time. With this card right here, I feel this is time to talk less and listen more. Okay? This is driven by fire. So maybe if you've been feeling blocked or blocked in certain ways. Maybe you haven't, you know, maybe you feel like you haven't been heard or you're not being heard, and it could be due to the communication. So this would be good, like if you have citrus teas, drinking citrus teas, taking time to meditate, journal, chant. Um, Listen without commenting, just taking more quiet time. Okay, this would be a good time for all of that. And then you also have inspiration, and I feel the listening and the inspiration is coming up because I feel that taking that time, I feel this is also suggesting strongly, especially with this Empress, if you want to give birth to something and time to tap into that higher universal energy, you're going to be more in touch with what inspires you. What do you want at this time? What the Empress here, what do you want to give birth to? And the King of Cups wants you to be emotionally um, balanced, okay? During this time, because this is about, I feel this is about tapping into your inspiration. Like maybe you've been doing something, you've been fine, and now it's like you feel there's like a time for a shift in your life, okay? So what inspires you? What is going to inspire you at this time, right? So with that, we look at this particular chakra. This is all about, still about feelings, how you're feeling, your emotions, and so forth. And with this chakra, this is the your sacral chakra. So maybe with all, when I'm looking at this Empress coming up, if you want to give birth to make or change, the Hierophant tapping into your higher self. And to tap into your higher self, you got to listen, because I feel that um, maybe there's something there that you have, maybe you've been going through so many things and you just don't have this, that fire, that inspiration. So what inspires you and what makes your soul shine, that's what this is all about. This is what this is coming into. Okay, so with this, I would definitely say, for both of them, say the fluids, like this, use citrus teas or even get a citrus candle. But with this second chakra, this is all about drinking water, you know, making sure you're getting enough water, oranges, things like that, more fluids, maybe even go swimming. Or, excuse me, let me take a sip of this. Go swimming, you know, especially if you've been feeling some blocks, if you've been feeling as if you know, your emotions have been going up and down, having panic attacks, or you know, issues with your relationships, shallow relationships, poor communication, uh, uh, if with this Empress here, maybe you've been having fertility problems. Your, like I said, emotions, mood swings, and all those type of things. So, or if there's been some sense of addiction. So maybe there's a habit that you need to get rid of, which is going to help you. Maybe eliminating that vice is going to increase your ability to be in tune with your environment that's listening, be in tune with the Hierophant, your higher self, a higher universal source, and be more in tune with this Empress energy if there's something that you want to give birth to that's going to inspire you to move forward in a different direction. Pisces, you've been getting 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. So let's get the angels and ancestors. Let's get a message from them. So this is a year, like I said, this is just an overview. What do you want to give birth to? Whatever it is, you have to tap into a higher universal frequency and increase your ability to listen. Okay, so this will be, I feel a lot this year, be more listening than talking. Okay, and you're going to find what inspires you, or you're going to regain that spark that may have been lost or subdued. You know, maybe, you know, like so much has been going on, it's just like you've been like, time to feed the donuts, more robotic at this time. And I'm saying that not as a negative, you're just doing what you have to do, lost sight of your own vision. Oh, okay, we have tracked down your fears and desires. So, has what's been blocking you? Is it something, is it this fear of change, fear of giving birth to something? I'm pulling out the book and let's see what it says. The hunter gets captured by the game. All right. The hunter, track down all your fearful thoughts and feelings. When you find them, you will find your desires too. Wow. Okay, so it's like fear, face everything and run, or face face everything and rejoice. Okay, which is it going to be? So instead of being hunted down by your fears or other feelings that you have buried, become the hunter. You are being given confidence and strength at this time, so use your power to make a difference. You are not here to cower away or cower away or live in the shadows. You are here to be you are here to realize your fullest potential, but this can only occur when you step up and do what needs to be done. With this card, it could be an opportunity to face an aspect of your past or bring closure to a situation that's been haunting you. If you are a man or if you're a male, this could represent masculinity, an opportunity to know yourself. And if you're a female, this card represents your capacity to be strong and powerful and overcome limitations. Okay, I think that kind of summed it up, didn't it? Okay, so with all this, maybe this is why the King of Cups here is they want you to get a grip on your emotions, because maybe you just been um, fearful. Maybe you're just afraid of success or afraid, of the outcome. Okay, sometimes you're being afraid of the outcome, and no one knows the outcome. He's like, you gotta walk by faith and not by sight. And trust me, I know some days it's easier said than done. Okay? So, let's see. Let's get another card here. And this is from the message from the ancestors. Okay? I find this is very, very interesting. We have spirit guide, the shaman. I'm pulling the book out on this one also. The spirit guide, shaman. All right, let's see what it says here. Let me get my glasses. Spirit guide and shaman. The light is flickering. Okay. Okay, the spirit guide or shaman. Due to constrictions that have embedded themselves in your conscious because of earlier indoctrination, religious or otherwise, you have become too skeptical or distrustful of anything to do with receiving guidance messages from spirit guides. Any number of fears can be activated. Messages that come to you get ignored or rebuked as just your imagination, and others may disprove a philosophy and a practice that's different from the status quo. Yet it's time to learn to trust that the world is alive and enchanted, that imagination is simply a bridge to perceiving a world beyond your ordinary, and that spirit truly can reveal guidance directly with no need for an intermediary. So when you think about this, like we're talking about your ancestors, your spirit guide, uh, I would say if you don't have an ancestral shrine, you can set one up. You could get a couple pictures, or even if you don't have pictures, you can get a little thing of flowers. And when you want to talk to them, light a candle. There's a lot of things that you could do. You could look it up and we'll see what works for you. Okay? Your powers of discernment are growing in leaps and bounds such that you can move readily, tell the difference between the voice of your ego and the voice of spirit, stay the course, and support, if needed, for opening up to this way of life that offers a renewed relationship with Mother Earth and all her children. remember who you really are and that you are profoundly and intimately related to all beings, both visible and non-visible. And that makes sense also, Pisces, that water, that intuition. And you probably do, I always use the same analogy. It's like you ever walk into a room or you go someplace and it's like you get this feeling like, maybe I shouldn't be here, and you stay. And then you're like, I should have left. It's like that. This is really calling on you to tap into that, to listen and learn the difference between ego and spirit. Okay? So let's get one more message here for this year coming. And I would suggest during the course of the year, come back and just check this out. If it's not resonating now, it may resonate, say January, February, even April, whenever. Okay? Okay, let's get one more message, Spirit, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Wow, we got the Star. I love this because, like, if you've been feeling overwhelmed and certain things have been going on, just know that I feel that this is really asking you to tap into strength, hope, and know that you can trust yourself, okay? Trust yourself in the universe. This is why the Hierophant is here. This is why the shaman, the spirit guides, it's like listen. And this is like, you see, they're pouring the water back and forth. That's all balance. So if your emotions have been all over the place, it's trying to bring these all things in balance. It's also use of all your senses. Like listen to your body. Like even if you touch, smell, hear, everything, using all your senses. This star here is really about giving to yourself unstingily, without regret or fear of loss. Uh, get a quiet phase in your life, infuse it with joy, and just take those moments and just say, wow, like, thank you for this day. I would even say write a gratitude list. This is about hope and faith. It's like what to say, you have faith of a mustard seed. So some days it's like you can go and just have a good day and just say like, wow, I'm just so grateful that, something small. I mean, rejoice in the little things. The more you rejoice in the little things, you'll start listening more and you'll start hearing more and noticing more of some of the big things that are happening in your life that you may be discrediting at this time. So Pisces, let me know what you think. Please feel free to leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.